Okay guys, let's roll. I'm using the same background image that I used yesterday because of a comment I received. Oh, first, I apologize for the glasses. It's my eyes, they playing me up. I just hope I'm not going blind. Keep away from me. It's the screen it is, guys. No, seriously, the guy left a comment and he said that it's not actually a battle that's going on in Palestine, stroke Israel, call the land wherever you will. It's an ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people from the lands that they've lived on for thousands of years. The Israelis have ignored all the agreements, and I think most of you will have seen the map, so how gradually illegal settlers have moved into the West Bank and driven the Palestinians off their lands at the point of a gun or other means. Yes, you've seen that. We've also seen how Israel has stolen land in Lebanon and Syria with regards to the Golanites. Yeah, so we know what's going on there. It's part of the greater Israel, and so yes, there is an ethnic cleansing of the lands going on out there. So the guy was right to point that out to me. Bit like what's happening in the United Kingdom, isn't it? In our cities with the white flight, white people being driven out of their cities. They flee to the suburbs, and you can't blame them for that. They want to live among their own kind. But then they are followed, and then they are driven out of the towns that surround the cities. Even here in Wales, Wales is changing. My valley's like the Khyber Pass these days. But there we go. So that's why I used that image. But actually, while we're here, we might as well talk about something I saw that Rupert Lowe of the Restore Britain movement had posted. Came up on my own page. He's having a go at the barbaric practice of halal slaughter. And I think we'd all agree with that is something that should be outlawed. I mean, I could put up a lot of videos showing it, but they probably would be banned, and YouTube wouldn't allow me to show it yet. Oh, I had to pause. Why do people come to... Nobody ever comes to this house. The minute I start shooting a video, bang, bang, bang on the door. Well, actually, it's a doorbell. I've got Big Ben on there. Dong, dong. Yeah, I'm going to take that door off and then they can just bloody walk in. If they want to take anything, they can. If they can find anything. All right, what we was talking about. Halal practice. Barbaric. Totally barbaric, yeah. And I think we should agree it should be outlawed. Thousands of videos out there. If you have a look in Islamic countries, you'll see scenes of blood literally flowing down the street, especially during Eid, the festival of sacrifice. Yeah. Ah, incredible. Yes, it should be outlawed. Actually, if we were to ban halal meat in this country, it might encourage some of the people who've settled in our land, recolonising it and turn it into a shit tip, to encourage them to return to their own countries and try fixing them instead of trying to fix ours. Right, that would be really good. I'm not saying we should outlaw the eating of it. Yeah, import it. Import it from Muslim countries that still allow this barbaric practice. Yeah. Put massive tariffs and taxes on it and mark it clearly in the shops. Thing is, they won't mark the halal meat in the shops. You can detect it if you know the different symbols that they use. Perhaps I ought to post them so you can see if the meat in the supermarkets is halal or if it's slaughtered in a humane way. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put that up. But they won't do that because they know that the British people wouldn't buy that meat then. I wouldn't buy it, would you? No. But there's a bigger problem, you see, why we can't ban halal meat. It's about the people who rule over us, isn't it? a lot of them eat meat that is slaughtered in a very similar way. And they've got a lot of power, not just in America, but in the United Kingdom as well. Why have we got 200 friends of Israel sitting in Parliament at this moment in time? You tell me. I think we might have a bit of a problem there, Rupert, with trying to ban halal meat. But I'll fight for you and back you up as much as I possibly can. Anyhow, I suppose better get on to the main topic of this video. Two-tier justice. Two-tier justice isn't a new thing in this country. Have a look at this. What happened to this young lady? Mercy for the drunk Muslim girl gang who attacked a woman. A girl gang of Somali Muslims who've repeatedly kicked a woman in the head during a drunken attack was spared jail after a judge heard that their religion meant they were not used to drinking. Yeah, they give this woman a real beating. Somali Muslims. Perhaps Somalians, Sub-Saharans, notorious for acting on impulse and for their lack of self-control. Not all of them, but enough of them. Anyhow, what's this story about actually? Girl gang who kicked a woman in the head while yelling, killed the white slag, freed after judge years they weren't used to drinking because they are Muslims. Let's go down it, is it? Let's have a look. Three sisters and a cousin walked free after judge heard they were not used to being drunk. The victim was left black and blue after suffering a flurry of kicks to the head, back, arms and legs whilst motionless. Each attackers admitted actual bodily harm, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years imprisonment. They didn't receive anything. Correction, they received a slap on the wrist. Judge Robert Brown gave them suspended jail terms after hearing mitigation that as Muslims, the women were not used to being drunk. The Quran prohibits Muslims from consuming alcohol, although Islamic teachings permit its use for medicinal purposes. All right, so the next time I get her completely hammered by drinking a bottle of rum and fall over, I'll tell my wife I was just taking my medical treatment. Many Muslims are hypocrites. If you worked in the city, you know what I mean. They'll come down to go to the Arbicharger. It's a club in the city, or maybe Options, the bar. And they'll say, well, I shouldn't really drink because I'm a Muslim. And then they'll drink gallons of Bucks Fizz and get completely hammered with the rest of us. And then afterwards, we'll all go and have bacon sarnies. Yeah. Not all Muslims are like that, but most of them are. Ah, well. Let's get on with the story, Paul. No punishment at all. They did it because they were not used to alcohol is no excuse. I honestly think they attacked me just because I am white. I can't think of any other reason. That is one of the major reasons, really. Sad to say that some races have massive inferiority complexes. They're quite well balanced, actually. They have chips on both their shoulders, and they hate the white people. Their women hate white women, who they see as being more attractive, more feminine than themselves. Just the way the world is. Yeah. I'm going to pause it here because that door knocker's thrown me out of my stride. They were taking turns to kick me over and over. I thought they were going to die. None of the defendants was charged with racial aggravation, and yet we know it was racial aggravation. Anyhow, the judge said the Somalian Muslims and alcohol or drugs isn't something they're used to. Yeah. The judge said those who knock someone to the floor and kick them to the head can expect to go inside. But they didn't, did they, Judge? One of them, when asked if she wanted wanted to apologise, replied, "What, to the public? I really don't care." They don't. No shame, no remorse. Oh well, guys, I think we'd better leave it there. Let's go over to our channel. What's happening over here? Refresh. 1,436 subscribers. Hey, if there's anybody new watching this channel, could you please consider subscribing? Help us get to 1,500 before Christmas. A tall order, I know, but you've always got to shoot for the stars, haven't you? Okay, estimated revenue. Well, guys, after 3 days now, after being monetized, we've earned the grand total of £4.20. Don't forget, our target goal is £100. That's the minimum amount you can draw out of YouTube, providing you have the money in the account, is £100. And that first £100, I think we agreed that we'd either buy flags for Restore the Colours campaign, Save the Colours campaign, or another worthy patriotic cause that we can give the money to. So the first £100 I think should go to save our flags. We can talk about future donations when the channel gets bigger and we earn more revenue. How are the videos doing? Not My War, over on the left there. Just 51 views, early days. Rupert Lowe of Restore Britain, 224 views. That's going well, that'll go up higher. The Reform Party, Lions Led by Donkeys. That's all these here we're looking at now. Black African Women Advising. You really should watch that video, guys. It is good. There's a good little video clip in there. I guess I got to tell you. But you can lead an horse to water or a patriot to a lake. But that doesn't mean the horse will drink the water or the patriot will click on what you want him to watch. And you guys, that's all I've got for you. So as you can see, two-tier justice? Nah. Definitely exists, and we've had two-tier justice for a very, very long time. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow. I'll try and get the next video to be a little bit more structured. I got thrown off my stride. And I told you, stay away from me. I don't like being blind.